So I am Kemal Ozkan. I'm the Assistant General Secretary of IndustriALL Global Union that represents more than 50 million workers in manufacturing, energy and mining industries.
What is your position on your union's position on Brexit?
When we talk about Brexit, there are different dimensions. The first dimension I want to put forward is that so it is coinciding with the global political, the picture in general, because we are passing through a very difficult time. There is a very dramatical political change at the moment. The Brexit is one of them. And when we look at the United States, the election of Trump, and the rising authoritarian tendencies in many countries like Turkey, like Russia, like India, like Brazil. So this is why now, particularly after having seen this demonstration in Poland, nationalistic one, it is really something that we need to be very much worried of. And in that point, the Brexit needs to be considered in a part of this general picture, general photo of the global political issue. The second thing I want to mention is that what kind of economy we want to have. As the workers, we need an economy with solidarity, and particularly we need to have a Europe in unity in the sense of solidarity. So this is why this is also the breaking this view. And the third issue I want to raise, indeed, accessing a single market is something important, but Brexit is more than this, because we are talking about economic issues, but if we want to have an economic sustainability, then it should go hand in hand with social sustainability, sustainability in democracy. This is why we are very much worried with this Brexit, and it triggers some other the movements in the same direction, and I can only express our position that we are in solidarity, shoulder to shoulder, with all our sisters and brothers here in the UK.
Brilliant. In terms of how do people view Brexit in Turkey?
What I see at the moment is that there is a kind of discussion between the European Union and the UK for a solution like customs union. And we have this experience in Turkey with the customs union. Turkey now is the only country having customs union without any affiliation with the European Union. And I can tell you that at the time of the negotiation, the workers and the social dimension were completely forgotten. And the governments of both sides and the negotiators just considered it an economic issue. So this is why we suffered quite a lot, because our expectation was that any customs union with the European Union should be reinforced, completed with social rights that exist in Europe. It never took place. This is one observation. The second one is there is a provision in the agreement of the customs union between Turkey and the European Union, according to which the Turkey automatically in advance accepts any trade deal which the European Union does with any third country or with any bloc. So that means there is an anti-democratic situation here. The citizens of Turkey are impacted from that deal, but they have no democratic mechanism to raise their problems in the negotiations. This is something that I can share as a kind of experience with the UK, because UK has still some important sectors like pharmaceuticals, like automotive industry, aerospace industry. Any kind of a deal with the European Union should be able to preserve the industry and, of course, more importantly, industrial jobs in the country. Because we know that if the manufacturing can only be, should be the engine of the economy if we want to have a sustainability in the economics and in the social area. When it comes to the feeling of Turkish people, indeed, I can tell you that Turkey, UK, these are the countries just surrounding the European Union with a kind of history of empires. I believe European Union can be much more powerful if these two other countries, which are historically part of the Europe, but they need to be part of it for a much better, much stronger Europe.